81 for Golden State. 26 points for D'Angelo Russell. And that's about it.
That's about it. Spelling with a nice steal there and finish. It just looked at the Jazz though, Jared. I mean, a guy like Ed Davis, Moutier, Moutier's, part of the rotation. They just have some guys that, we might have written off a few years ago, but now with the Jazz, being a part of the rotation.
Well, you got to also credit Jordan Clarkson.
Yes, another one. So he's been there now a couple weeks now at least, right?
Yeah.
And it feels like he's been there longer.
I think, what has he lost, one game as a member of the Jazz?
I think that's it. Good point.
115-83. Look ahead for the Utah Jazz. Schedule gets a lot tougher. They're off until Saturday. We'll take on Dallas. Then next week, home for Houston, at San Antonio, at Denver.
Good win. Stars get rest. This is the proper load management right here, Jared. This is old school load management. Handle your business and set the whole fourth quarter.
So about 5 minutes to go in this one. This has been long over. Utah's led by as many as 35 points. Want to welcome those of you who just watched the San Antonio Spurs beat the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Jared Greenberg. This is Crunch Time, presented by Taco Bell. It is your fast-paced whip around on this 12-game Wednesday night where we show you the biggest moments as they happen live. We're standing by to take you back live to Smoothie King Center. As soon as Zion Williamson's at the podium, we will show you his post-game press conference right here on NBA TV. We have one more game to finish up that we were just watching. It is Utah all over Golden State, 115-85. Let's welcome in 3D Dennis Scott, because the big story tonight was how Zion Williamson would play in his much-anticipated rookie debut. The number one pick had surgery back on October 21st. And here's Zion walking in. Is he going to win the Drip Award tonight?
I don't know. We might give it to him. But I like earlier in this game, Jerry wasn't forcing anything, under control, showing his explosiveness. This putback right here, it just lets you know that he's going to be okay. He just has to get his basketball legs back, get the rust off. Nice little power move there. And that's going to be a dunk in about another day or two. I'm not worried one thing. That little turnover, just dribble, just rust. That's all it is.
He had 5 turnovers on the night. Things were starting off relatively slow for Zion. He had 5 points entering the fourth quarter. But then in a span of just over 3 minutes of game time, Zion scored 17 consecutive Pelican points. He finished the night with 22 points and then was taken out after playing just under 19 minutes.
Yeah, the jump shot, most times you come back, that's normally flat. And I was like, watching him shoot before the game, I was like, not sure. But once again, being patient, not forcing it, letting the game come to him. Ball is hopping, the turn spin for the alley-oop. I said, well, here he comes. But to knock down those threes and shoot them with confidence, it's pretty impressive in your first game.
3D, Jared with you. Crunch Time each Wednesday and Friday. Our mission is to see as little of us as possible and as much of the biggest moments of the night as they're happening live. For all intents and purposes, the 12-game night is over. Utah still putting the finishing touches on Golden State. But the big moment we're waiting for is to hear from Zion. How did he feel? Was he disappointed that he got taken out of the game after playing just under 19 minutes? Yeah,
and Jared, I have to say it again. The fact that you're on a young team that's willing to share, right here you show your athletic ability, you get the rebound, you throw the ball ahead, Eton Moore finishes the play. This is a fun team. Look, you give the ball up, draw and kick, people at home. You draw the defense in, you kick it out, he knocks down the shot. Spin, Alonzo Ball, once again, eyes up, sees the spin move, finishes the play. Oh, you think I can shoot? You back up off him, he knocks it down. Very impressed at the young man's first game knocking down three-point shots, and we've seen him make moves like that. But that second effort, explosive effort, will never get old. Once again, Lonzo Ball understands. You back up off him, he knocks it down, he feels good. And right here, Jared, draw and kick, Alonzo Ball, understanding I got to get my big fella going. I'm telling you, Jared, it's going to get better and better. Holiday, Ball, those guys are willing to share to get him going. So it's each day, each practice, legs get stronger and stronger, more and more confidence. Those numbers are going to get better and better.
And salivating thinking about a potential front court of Zion and Ingram.
Oh.
The versatility defensively.
Yes.
Both can do a lot offensively.
And having Derek Favors back.
Right.
So now having those two guys being aggressive on the wings, playing their man tough, knowing they have Faves behind them for any mistakes, this team could get scary here soon.
All right, so Zion played just about 19 minutes. He's a competitor,
Yes.
and
he wants to play.
He was on fire. He had scored 17 consecutive points. He was rallying the Pelicans back. They had a chance to win tonight, and then this happened. Tell me what you see in the body language here. Is this just a 19-year-old who is disappointed he can't play the final 5:23?
Yeah, it looks like he's saying, Coach, I want to stay in. He goes, no, you're done, buddy. I think we've seen enough. He's like, I want to stay, Coach. I've been waiting my whole life, Coach. I want to stay. He's all right. All right, okay. All right. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust you, Jalen.
Crunch time staying with you tonight until Zion's post-game press conference. That is the biggest thing that is yet to happen tonight. We will hear from him live coming up in a matter of moments on NBA TV. Want to remind you, Zion's second scheduled game of the season will also be featured here on Crunch Time. Friday night, the Pelicans welcome the Denver Nuggets. It's on League Pass in a game we will be taking live looks of several times throughout the night. Join us Friday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern for another edition of Crunch Time. The feature of Crunch Time on Friday will be Zion and the Pels taking on the Denver Nuggets. That's Friday night. No back-to-backs here for the Pelicans until March. So we know that Zion won't play back-to-backs. We believe if he's healthy, he will play all of these games upcoming.
And he should be healthy, Jerry. Obviously, I always like to see how a guy feels the next day after, being off so long, coming back from injury. That will let us know how soon we can say he's 18 minutes, 22 minutes, 24 minutes. Those minutes were increased because, to your point, no back-to-back.
Should also mention, as we await Zion's post-game press conference, we'll go live to Smoothie King Center here in a couple of moments. A third straight win for the San Antonio Spurs tonight. And just briefly mention that the Spurs get 32 points tonight from LaMarcus Aldridge. And with Memphis losing, the Spurs go back into the 8th spot. So if you're looking for that streak to end, not so fast, my friend.
Here we go.
Could be 23 consecutive years in the postseason. Got a long way to go, and a lot of teams bunched up right there. But as of today, the Spurs are back in the 8th spot.
We knew the Spurs would figure out eventually. I think DeMar DeRozan would admit early in the season he didn't get the extension. He might have been in a little funk. I think he's finally worked his way out of there, playing better ball. LaMarcus Aldridge, this being LaMarcus Aldridge, took him a while to get going. I think it was more about DeJounte Murray. I think more about him really playing the kind of basketball, getting the pace going and getting easy buckets, and I think that's gotten better as well.
I think a big key that Greg Popovich would speak to tonight after this game is that they were able to hit 11 threes, which is not an extraordinary number, but the big key was that LaMarcus Aldridge only had one of those threes, and the rest of the team combined to make 10. They've been leaning on LaMarcus at times to hit threes. That's not out of his comfort zone.
Right, but it's, I'm big on how you're taking those threes.
Yep.
If it's in the flow of the game and you're picking and popping the ball from one side of the floor to the other, I just don't like when guys like LaMarcus Aldridge seek out the threes knowing that in the mid-post or in the post, you get your man in foul trouble.
All right, so back to the other top story again. We hope to be moments away from taking you back live to Smoothie King Center for Zion Williams' post-game press conference. We're sticking with you on an extended version of Crunch Time until we hear from Zion tonight, because that is the biggest thing that has yet to happen tonight. The thinking here now is that Zion could help the Pelicans make a playoff push without putting too much pressure on him. This is a team that had come in winning 11 of 16. With the loss tonight, though, they fall 11 games below 500. That doesn't by any means take them out of the mix. But how much additional pressure is on Zion, not just to be the next LeBron or whatever you want to make him out to be, but also in his rookie year to help a team make a playoff push?
Well, believe it or not, Jared, he doesn't feel the pressure like most people think. He was just more frustrated that he was hurt, because he understands when healthy, that performance right there, he understands this is what I do. This is what I've been doing for a long time, and now my dreams come true to be in the NBA. He was just so bummed out of the knee hurt, the injury, thinking about, was this the same thing that happened when I was in college, when I had the little setback there? That's the only thing Zion's been frustrated about. Now, he's back on the floor. Tomorrow, see how he feels. But as far as trying to help a team win, he's dying to help this team win, Jared. He's just dying excited to do it.
I have it. I have the Leave It stat of the night.
Uh-oh.
You ready for this, Mr. Leave It?
All right.
Zion Williamson, according to the Elias Sports Bureau,
Uh-oh.
is the only player in the history of the NBA to go 4 for 4 from the three-point line in his NBA debut.
Nice. No question, we got to get him on Shooter's Paradise now. I love it.
But you add in his ability to shoot the three with Brandon Ingram, who's now a 40% three-point shooter. This Pelican team all of a sudden becomes all sorts of versatile.
It's coming. Like his comment said, just paying attention to the details on defense, playing hard, which he's going to do, and just look, I can't stop saying it. Alonzo Ball wants to share. Holiday wants to share. Yeah, Holiday wants to share. Brandon Ingram, they want to share. This thing is very contagious. And if he keeps making shots like that, now you got to rotate to him. You know what that means? Pump fake, put the ball on the floor. Somebody's in trouble now.
Zion rattled off 17 consecutive Pelican points in the fourth quarter. Not only was it impressive that he was able to do this in his debut, but he also was helping his team dig out of a 15-point hole.
Right. Doing the little things, Jared. Drawing the kicks, going coast to coast, kicking the head to each one more. So I just really believe as each day goes on, he gets his confidence back in his legs, we're going to start seeing amazing